Well, hey.
Live.
Oh my God. Hey. Wow, I already screwed it up. Well, hey everybody. It's your buddies from the Thursday Night Chaser, now called the Chaser because you know what? We never know when we're gonna pop up.
Thursday night.
So guess what? Yep, whatever. But welcome to Wrestling on the Rocks. I am your host today. I'm Ms. Amanda Jane. And of course, who is with me today? My lovely co-host.
I'm the Vanna White to her Pat Sajak.
No, but not you. You can't say that because isn't this his last year of like Wheel of Fortune? You know, I only know this because my mom's been watching it, and
it will always be Pat Sajak and Vanna White. I don't care what anybody says.
I know people said that about Alex Trebek, and then he died. So
yeah, and the ratings plummeted all to get out.
That's rude. Poor guy. I don't know the guy's name, but poor guy. You know, I mean, shit.
It is what it is. You know.
You know. Well, yes, but anyways, sorry guys, I'm trying to do double duty because like I gotta, get people to watch this live because that's what makes this fun. So, hey guys, Wrestling on the Box, episode 1. Of course, we've already screwed this up, so yeah. I should stop like hoping that we get to episode 2, but
we'll get there. Well, we'll get to episode 2, but
maybe I don't know. We'll see. But anyways,
I've got heat with Wednesdays.
We're gonna have to talk about that in just a moment. We're gonna parking lot it because first, let's get down to our normal business. Hey, drinking buddies, we're gonna do a little thing of what's in your glass. But Digi just downed a bottle, so I think he's gonna open another. What are you drinking today, sir?
Sam Adams.
Boston Lager. Your cousin from Boston. That commercial is so, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because if you don't, like on the West Coast, it doesn't make sense because if you don't understand like people from Boston, then
it's like Yuengling. You guys out on the West Coast don't understand what it is to taste Yuengling when you're right by the brewery.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
Well, I know, but we don't understand the whole cousin from Boston. Like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know. I don't have a cousin from Boston.
Boston, Massachusetts, one of the birthplaces of our American freedoms.
Yes, I guess, yes.
There's your cousin.
I guess so. I guess I'm pretty sure if I did one of those like DNA things, I don't think I'm related to like Paul Revere or anybody like that. So
Eh,
yeah, but what is what it is. So
what's
JJ's
in
doing the
your glass?
well. I've got two different things. Okay, I have beer, but it's not the kind of beer you're thinking. I fucking was craving A&W root beer
We got an
because
A&W out here.
yeah, and it's funny because my little brother, he was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "Yeah, when I was working in Lodi, I was going to this A&W, and he says it was great. He's the best like fast food restaurant I've ever been to." He said because the
Yes.
owners really care about their restaurant. And I said, "Well, because that's the original A&W." My little brother was like,
Well,
"Oh, so that's why there's all these memorabilia on the wall." I said, "Didn't you see the sign that says the original?"
well, here's the thing though. With A&W,
Mhm.
they're very picky about who gets franchises. So that's why you'll always get that quality factor.
But do you guys have the KFC A&W combo? Yeah. But these are
No, we
actually
have
this was
Long John Silver's.
I hate you.
Oh,
They got
sure.
rid of ours. They got rid of
Oh,
ours. Yeah. There was only one like Long John Silver's left, the original one that looked like it reminds me of, and I swear to God, they probably got this idea for it, like SpongeBob, like Mr. Krabs's place. That
the
totally
Krusty
to me
Krab.
when I saw that on TV, I was like, that's fucking Long John Silver's.
Basically, is
Standalone.
yeah. That's the point.
Yeah. Someone was arguing with me about it. And I said, no, that is fucking Long John Silver's. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
meant to be. It's the joke.
Yeah. Hi. You can't tell me differently. But yes. So I have
What?
my
Tell you
A&W root beer.
differently?
Yeah, can't tell me differently. Mm-mm. And I also have my regular Coke because I need caffeine too because hey.
You know,
So yeah.
before we
Mhm.
get started, because it's
Okay.
a subject near and dear to my heart,
Okie dokie.
this is Memorial Day weekend. This is when we remember those who have fallen, who protected and preserved our rights as Americans. So as a prior serviceman, as somebody who's lost a lot of good men and women, I want to raise a glass for Single Malt Studios, Wrestling on the Rocks. We're thinking of you guys and gals. Thank you.
And then shout out to our wrestling friends who have served: Shane
Yes.
Strickland, Flip Gordon,
Bobby Lashley,
Lee. Trying to think of who else.
Lacey Evans,
Mm-hmm. Let me
uh,
think. Who else
bunch
that
of
I know of?
people.
Yeah, but those are the ones right off the top of my head
Yeah,
that I do.
they pulled double duty and busted their ass. First they served their country, now they serve the people. And they bring so much to the table in realism. Like, say what you want about Bobby Lashley. That some bitch has been through 3 companies and looked badass in all 3.
Yep. Sure has.
I think
Sure
Titus
has.
O'Neil as well.
I believe he is. Yes, I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah.
I want to say I'm gonna look it up because I know there was a list that had gone around. But
Yeah.
I will look at that while we're going through it. But let's get the other business that everyone loves out of
The
not
birthday.
out of but it's birthday season. First of
Yeah.
all, I would like to give a shout out because he technically I believe it was yesterday was his birthday. So shout out to half of a really great independent wrestler up in the Pacific Northwest, Guillermo Rosas. Happy birthday, buddy. Part of
Yeah.
C4. We've seen him and his tag partner Cody Chun a couple of times get squashed on AEW programming. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and the sad part about that is if you see them at their full capability of work, they're championship TV material. They really
Absolutely.
are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The one person or one tag team I feel
Hmm.
that really needs a bigger platform than what they have now currently.
Okay.
Still believe West Coast Wrecking Crew, Jarrell Nelson and Royce Isaacs.
You know,
And which, by the way, speaking of Royce, I'd like to
mm,
say happy 10-year wrestling anniversary, Royce. That's today.
brother.
So, yep, there you go. Salute. I'm going to
Well,
bring him up in the show he's on tonight in Denver, which is his home. That is the
I
Mile High Samurai. If y'all didn't
I've
know,
also got some independent wrestling to talk about too.
yeah. So I did want to say this, but I'll get into it after the birthdays because it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
something that I think, as fans of wrestling, and I think
Yes.
there's a question that I want to pose out of it. So, but let's wish everybody who has some birthday love. First of all, uh, the tribal chief Roman Reigns.
Yep.
We
Miss
salute
him,
you.
love him.
Mm-hmm. Bo Dallas,
Fuck yes. And
happy birthday, man.
his brother, near and dear to
Yes.
my heart, Bray Wyatt, Willem
Mm-hmm.
Rotunda. Um, my God, his legacy lives on. Cheers, my man. We're thinking of you.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
I don't know if you guys, if say what you will, but you got to wish Eric Bischoff a happy birthday.
fuck yeah, dude. That guy has been on the money recently.
I know you keep saying that, and you know what? I'm finding that yes, that is true. Another person who I think is one of the hardest fucking workers in
Hmm.
WWE, and she really does not get her flowers, and she should. Happy birthday to Natty
Yes.
Natalia.
Th-
Love you,
That's
girl.
the locker room leader right there.
That is
Like,
that is right
if I
there.
may,
Mhm.
real quick to this lady, she may not win matches in a lot of respects, but in those matches, she is teaching the future, the women of the business, how to do it right. Like, you want to know why she's down in NXT? Because she sees potential. She takes time outside of the ring to train these women and men to be better. So, if you want to shout out to how awesome that one lady is, you need to pay your respects because she is worth every penny of it. She is the boat, the best of all time, and I'm not gonna say otherwise.
Absolutely,
Sorry, it's a
absolutely.
little bit of a tangent, but she's
That's
great
okay.
people.
That's okay. That's okay. It's all good. All right. So then, but she's the best. She's the best.
Yeah,
Love her. Seth Rollins, happy birthday.
Mr. Black.
And
Mm,
yes. And if you guys know Indies, you'll know who
mm.
Spanky is. Happy
Pancake.
birthday, Spanky. If you don't know who that is, that's Brian Kendrick for those who don't know.
Yes,
Um, Nia Jax is celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday,
which
Jake the Snake.
is which is great. She just went on as of tonight to do the finals of the Queen of the Ring against Lyra Valkyria.
Very good. Very nice. That'll be a very interesting match. That one is a big who's going to win kind of thing.
Well,
Because,
she squashed like almost literally um
well,
what's her name?
Bianca.
Bianca Belair. Like it was cool. But outside her knee's not best up, it's she's pregnant.
Yeah.
So all right, sorry,
Yes.
go ahead.
That's okay. No worries. No worries. Our birthdays are kind of a little bit short here. Also, we want to wish a happy birthday to Dylan Postel, also known as Hornswoggle. Happy
Who,
birthday.
if you don't know,
Hmm.
he has a Twitch channel where he plays games and he is a very cool, personable individual. And he's from, I want to say, Wisconsin.
Hmm.
He's
Minister around
still,
that area. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm. Yeah. He has a promotion too that he does. And
yeah,
yeah.
somewhere on the East Coast, I think.
No, Midwest.
Oh, is it?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Where he's from. Yeah. Cabana wrestles on that a bit. And you see him quite often at First Wrestling in
Hmm.
Minneapolis too as well. So so happy birthday. If you excuse me, you know someone who is celebrating a birthday, and I might not know, please slide into my DMs at either Instagram or X at Ms. Amanda Jane, and I'll be happy to let you guys know. I'll also try to keep an eye out for those myself.
Yeah.
I do have the list of wrestlers who have served. So we are correct in saying Lacey Evans, Bobby Lashley, Flip Gordon, um, excuse me, um, Montez Ford. We forgot.
Oh, that's right.
Montez Ford. Um, there's a lot of people. Like I didn't realize that like Road Dogg served in the military.
Yep, I remember that now.
Conan
Yep.
served in the military. Let's see here. Who else did? Randy Orton didn't he? If I'm not mistaken. I think he
I
did.
don't recall, but it sounds right.
Yeah. Zeb Coulter.
Yep.
Steve Macklin.
Yep. Macklin is a
Steve
definite.
Macklin.
It's even
Yep,
part of
he
his
is
gimmick
one.
now.
Yep. Jesse Ventura.
Yep. He
Kevin
was.
Nash.
And Jesse Ventura is a hot topic, and I'm going to make it completely fucking clear. All right. While he was not a SEAL, he was a precursor to the SEALs. This is a fact. He's accepted by the community. People can shut the fuck up now.
There you go.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That's okay. And I forgot this one completely, and I feel fucking horrible because these guys, loud and proud, love to say that they are vets. Shout out to the infantry, Trisha Dora, Sean Dean, the Captain Sean Dean, and Charlie Bravo. Thank you guys for your service,
Yes.
each and every one of you guys. So, I think that it's amazing when people like with the infantry and others who actually kind of cross and bring some of their background into their wrestling as part of like either their like I don't want to say gimmick, but as part of their character. I think it's phenomenal, and I salute you guys. So yes, so you might not like some of the politics out there, but you know what, you gotta pay much respect to those who served. So thank you again, once again, for your service.
And let me remind the public here is, we love our country because of who we are and what we do. We're allowed to bring this program to you and speak our mind. This is not always something that you can do overseas. I'm very thankful to have a strong spirited Islander woman here as my host who has been amazing. I am her number one fan. But we can't do what we do without those freedoms. And part of that is remembering that what? Go ahead.
Forgot. Shout out to producer lady.
Oh, that's correct. Her and
Oh
I
my
served
gosh,
during a
fired.
similar time period.
Yeah.
I know exactly what she did. I'm not going to call her out, but she served with distinction. Yeah, never forget this weekend when you're cooking those hot dogs and your burgers, the men and women that fell, and those beers that you have and those freedoms you have. Remember that. Think about that. Give a little bit of heart. Yeah, I've lost many a men and women in my life and serve over, and I remember that. I think Lacey Evans as an example, wonderful woman. She served, with the Marines as a first response unit. She was badass and then some. She got a shit gimmick, but she was still amazing. And sure, she's doing like an OnlyFans gimmick. I don't care. She's living her best life because she's here. She can live her best life.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think
I know a soapbox, by the way. I'm off that.
No, that's okay. You can be on a soapbox because we always get on those too with it. But again, it's something to think about this weekend as you're watching a lot of wrestling, because there is
Tomorrow at 1
Big
o'clock.
wrestling this weekend. Tomorrow at
Oh
1 o'clock
yeah.
if you're on the East Coast, 10 a.m. if you're out in my neck of the woods. Yes. So, and then don't
I
forget
live in the
also on
future.
I know you live in the future. I live in the past, unfortunately. Says a lot. Also, remember there is also the signature AEW event this weekend, Double or Nothing. I'm going to say this before we go on so I can get this out of the way. So today they aired Rampage very, very early because of the basketball. Okay, that's fine. They also did the Road to Double or Nothing kind of little thing that they usually do. And
I've got feelings. Go ahead.
I have feelings about it too. This is why I'm talking about it. I was kind of insulted by it. And when I say I'm insulted by it, is because it really was trying to dig in that narrative of now of bringing in All In, the original All In, and then which was the catapult to this.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a problem with it.
Okay.
Because the way the narrative kind of was made, right? And the way they're doing it. I'm like, I kind of like how the Bucks are doing it in their big thing. It's like, well, yeah, it's funny when they were one of the things. Yeah, they like to say there are a couple of other guys, who were doing this, but no, it's all us. It's all us. And I love the fact that they're making fun of themselves. A lot of people are like, oh no, it's ego. I'm like, no, they're making fun of themselves in this whole situation because they can, because I will
That's
shit
fair.
you not. I firmly believe if they were offered to go somewhere else, they probably would.
Who says
Let's
they're
go there.
not?
That's true. That's true. I'm just saying, I'm not stirring that pot. I'm not going to be the one to stir that pot.
I will.
But I've heard things before. I know, but I've heard things before. And I will tell you, as you saw with certain people, Phil Brooks, CM Punk, hell froze over. Hell is a very cold place.
There's a
It's not the
T-shirt for it.
hotbed. Yep, it's not the hotbed that we all think it is. There's like chilly parts to it, and a lot of people eat crow there. That's all I know.
Yeah.
But I really have a problem with it because the way they're thrusting Jericho into this. Jericho had nothing to really fucking do with this whole thing. He just unfortunately kind of, as he does, just kind of tags himself onto things. And at the time, that's when he was doing his New Japan run and all that fun stuff. So it was a vehicle and they needed somebody with a name that people knew. That's what his role was.
I don't think they did.
No?
Nope.
That's what I always thought his role was. That's why he was brought aboard. But I could be wrong. But that's what I was always under the impression.
I don't think you need Jericho. I don't think you need a lot of these WWE old school stars. I don't think
you don't need any of them. You don't need any of them. Now the coaches back there having Arn and Tully and all of those guys, that's different. That's completely different, right? That's a different thing, right?
Entirely.
But when you're bringing on some of these WWE folk and you're giving them like full-time freaking, carte blanche, it's like
you're giving them the spot and they don't need that spot.
Exactly, which kind of also leads to some interesting news that's come out today. It's widely being reported now that obviously their deal with Warner Brothers Discovery is about to expire, and so they're shopping around again. And obviously, Uncle Dave likes to open his mouth, but now it's changed. Obviously, it's changed dramatically in the last few years. And he says,
they're shopping, they're begging.
Yeah, well, hello, this is where this comes from. So the quote from Uncle Dave is AEW went from the fun place to work with the great backstage camaraderie when WWE talent, for the most part, were walking on eggshells to a place with a lot of frustration from the wrestlers, making a
Mhm.
nice and even great living, but not getting anywhere near the ring time nor upward mobility hoped for. And there's a bunch, he says there's a bunch of them on the roster. Well, no shit. We already know one of them who's pretty much said it. And
We know
there's
several.
others who kind of say it. Wardlow right now, very vocal today on X about it because someone had posted actually, and I saw this today and I was like, dude, like, you know, sometimes it makes me wonder, does, you know, does Tony Khan like look at his people's social media? Somebody had posted a clip from Double or Nothing 2 years ago. It says 2 years ago at Double or Nothing, at Real Wardlow, can you still hear us? And he says this: I hear you every day. It's what keeps me going the past year. Sad how tainted this night was for me, but we will get back to this one day on my life. For anyone that's chanted my name, even when you didn't have much of a chance or a reason to, it's meant the world to me. Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna throw something your way in regards to this.
I'm going to throw
You
something
know,
away.
I am. I
Oh, yeah. Kip Sabian's another one who always is saying something too.
well, yeah, because who the fuck is gonna tell Kip Sabian he's wrong? Because he's not. They're like, as a good example, Edge was probably a high dollar sign, right? And you
Yeah.
want to put out that high dollar sign so you can gravitate attention. I get it, okay? But rehashing old gimmicks and there's nothing new and refreshing is pointless. You have an entire set of people that the audience has not really gotten accustomed to because you start to give them a shine, you start to push them, and then you pull them out. Swerve is a good example. It is absolutely a goddamn travesty the way they're treating him. This guy has busted his ass for years, finally gets the fucking title, and what are they doing with him? Fuck all. Literally, fuck all. And every time
He's
they
not
put him on
even,
TV, he doesn't even
he,
exist. It's like he doesn't matter.
no, he's not even the main event at this pay per view. It's his first title defense. And he's
Yeah.
not the main
He's
event.
not even the fucking semi-main.
No.
He's the champion of the company is a mid-card. That is fucking retarded. You know, this recent show, I agree with Bully Ray. I actually sat down and watched it. All right? This wasn't a go-home show for Double or Nothing. This was a half-assed attempt to bring attention to the pay-per-view. You know, your world champion is not your main event. Your storylines that you have going on, like the whole House of Black thing. Oh no, you did a bird thing. Who fucking cares? Nobody fucking cares. Not even AEW fans. Jericho. Nobody fucking cares. They can reinvent themselves so much, but nobody fucking cares. You know, they want to see people like Will Ospreay wrestle. They want to see their independent, you know, indie darlings go forth. And now they're at the point they may as well just call themselves, you know, the NXT 1.0. Because that's what they're doing. Yeah, what the fuck?
I will say, I did enjoy
Mm-hmm.
Will Ospreay getting the shit kicked out of him. I so did. I was crying. It
I
was
figured you
wonderful.
would.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Even though it was like Matt Taven. Oh my gosh.
You know,
Lesser evils. But
I got a
it was
question for
beautiful.
you on this since you actually
Okay.
watch the product. Okay.
Hmm.
When's the last time the WWE Women's Tag Team titles were actually defended?
The women's
Hmm.
WWE tag team.
No, AEW.
They don't have AEW women's tag champions.
They did, and then it disappeared. Nobody
Mm.
talks about it. It was phased out.
Oh, when was that?
Not long after Cody left, actually.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't remember that. Well, huh.
They have had people like Medusa come out and introduce their titles. They have had legends on their programming, and you notice your Sting was the last one. Who the fuck is really a legend? Edge? Really? Adam Copeland? No. His wife, maybe. Him? No. Christian Cage? Not really. He was mid
Oh, did you
card at
hear?
best.
Right now,
Hmm.
according to Tony Khan
Okay.
says that Christian Cage
Hmm.
is the MVP of AEW. I find that fucking. I think Tony. I don't know, Tony. Whoever you're buying your cocaine from, or whatever drug you like to do, you need a new person because there's something that's mixed in there right now that you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And
I'm
I'm
honestly
sorry.
thinking Dave Meltzer is selling cocaine, and that's how he gets in on all this.
I don't know.
No, that's my
Who knows?
opinion. That's not a fact. It's not libel nor slander. I have nothing to prove it against. It just kind of makes a little sense.
You know, Tony Khan is very weird. If there is anybody, if you're going to call anybody who is the MVP of fucking AEW, my opinion would be Brian Danielson.
I wouldn't
Okay.
agree with that.
Right now,
Right
you
now,
know,
it's Tony Storm, is what I would say.
well, Tony Storm's a different beast. I'll get to Tony in a minute.
Mm.
But I'm talking when Punk, that bullshit happened and
Hmm.
everything, Brian Danielson was the one who really kind of stepped up in the back, stepped, he stepped up. He did, you know, and it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you're going to get a good program or whatnot, guaranteed with whatever. That's not kind of like ridiculous.
All right.
Okay. Christian Cage, that whole bullshit is ridiculous. The whole thing with the patriarchy, it's such a stupid fucking thing. I'm like, Nick Wayne, you need to fucking run far away from that bullshit. Okay, Luchasaurus, that's fine because you suck anyway. But Nick Wayne is
Well,
like, dude, no.
here's
But
kind of my thought on this. But go ahead.
I'll say, but with Danielson though, I think that he's kind of that one back there that's kind of the I guess I don't want to say, if you're really thinking of someone who's, you know, I don't know, because I don't see Edge going back there and really, I don't think he's really doing anything.
Mm,
I don't think so. I don't. If he got like all his panties in a wad because of fucking Ricky's comment, you know, if he got his panties in a wad with that, then I'm like, you know what? You're probably not doing anything with anybody back there, so it's okay. Same with Jericho. You're not doing with anything with anybody back there, you know. So that's where that is. So I think that once we get out of the whole, um, you know, Tony's favorites,
hmm
yeah, then you really got to look at it and stuff because what the fuck happened to Miro?
Miro was being used in a way that is consistent.
Everybody loved those fucking meat matches. They loved them. You know, these big beefy dudes fucking hitting the
Well,
shit out of each other. But where'd he go?
here's kind of my thought on this is that you have an amazing abundance of talent, and when you look at the ratings, as small as the Nielsen's are, the independent talent are the ones getting the buzz. They're the ones that are raising that bar. And you can tell the veterans are not involved in terms of stepping up or sticking out because they know damn well it's a paycheck for them. And
Yeah.
if you're talking about backstage stepping up, Brian Danielson, okay, I get it. Here's where I think Tony Storm is the one carrying things right now. When you look at the gimmick of everybody else, it's the same fucking thing. But Tony Storm gets eyes, is a fan favorite, totally fucking over, no question. That if it wasn't for her, as much in the same way of Athena, there would be nothing left. Tony went from being the I don't want to wrestle, I'm a champion, but I'll defend it when I fucking want to being a fighting champion virtually overnight. Brian Danielson has never been in that position for this company. So that tells you if he's stepping back into the backstage to unfuck these situations, that he doesn't feel he needs to carry the brand, he needs to guide the brand. So that's why I say Tony Storm is far more important in terms of vignettes, production, eyes and ears, because she's so unique to the business that's all they got. You look at Paige. I love Saraya. I've loved her as a talent since she was throwing fucking punches in her family's promotion. Really. She's everybody else. Ruby, everybody else. They're fucking alt girls with attention. That's all it is. Tony is a whole nother beast. And that's the way you really differentiate. Why is LA Knight so popular? It's not because he's doing something so different, that he's doing it in such a way that is counter to everybody else, like The Undertaker, like Stone Cold, like The Rock. That is their differentiating factor. They carry brands by being different. I mean, feel free to disagree, Amanda, but that's kind of where I'm at with this. Like, the only reason I would plausibly watch AEW, and I generally don't, is because of Tony. That's it.
I can kind of see it, but
Mm-hmm.
let's face it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The women,
Right.
she has been, I think, one of the ones that has really kind of stood out and made it different.
Right.
And a lot of these people now are going to be coming back from what it's being reported. Jamie Hayter, they still don't know. And that's kind of sad. They don't even think she might make it to All In, which is sad.
Even though Jamie is an amazing talent that is just completely overlooked.
Yeah. But, I think that Tony Khan, not Tony Storm, has really kind of botched up the women's thing. And it's being overshadowed. She's being overshadowed by fucking Mercedes and her lack of, being able to have any dimension to what she does. So, I mean, that's where I am kind of like.
She can call herself the best woman wrestler or whatever she's on. But at the end of the day, she's walking into a pay-per-view and she damn well better be the best, because if she's not, any stock in her is gone.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. And I think when we're looking at like right now, I mean,
Mhm.
you've got AEW's in a weird spot. Okay.
Okay.
Kenny had his surgery last week, so Kenny, hope you're doing good. Um, you have fucking stupid Darby Allen. Okay, I'm sorry, but first of all, he's coming back, got hit by a bus. And now he looks like
Uh,
a real like douche canoe coming out with a fucking flamethrower yesterday. What the fuck is that? What is that?
I mean, if I had
Like,
a flamethrower, that's what I'd do. It's a guy thing. We like things like
well,
flamethrowers.
no. Here's my thing though. Okay, like,
Okay.
okay. So Tony Khan's like, yes, he has a license to carry a flamethrower. I'm like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay. All right. The guy shouldn't be in the ring. So I guess, yeah, people shouldn't fuck with him. So yeah, give him a flamethrower. Okay. Yeah. All right. Also, the other person too that has been getting a
Mhm.
lot of a lot of press out there
Right.
is Ocean Spray. Everyone is like, oh, he's doing so good in his promos. No, no, no,
He doesn't.
he's not. No, he's not. And I just want to put that out there. But also, here is something that is near and dear to my heart because we always talk about this one. You've heard it on episode 1
Mhm.
before. I've said it. Is Ocean Spray now wants Ricochet
Look,
to bet on himself, and he wants a rematch with him. And what's hilarious to me is here's what the quote was. It says here. Um Ocean Osprey says he sometimes gets sad how people are forgetting who he used to be. Talking about Ricochet. Okay.
right.
Quote, I keep up with him all the time, and sometimes I get a little bit sad about it. I hope he's not sad, and I hope he's real happy. I keep up with him as much as I can, but I feel like people are forgetting who Ricochet was once upon a time, Will Ospreay said. All these high flyers that you see, myself included, we all took inspiration from Pac and Ricochet.
Yes.
Osprey then expressed his disappointment with the way that Ricochet is being used in WWE, specifically referring to WWE Speed. He stated that Ricochet is the greatest high flyer ever. Well, at least
Yes.
you fucking admit that, fucking Will. Good on you, buddy. Good on
It's
you, because
about
you know
damn
you're not.
time.
Oh, yay. Um, let's see here. It says the fact that they only value his time for under 5 minutes is appalling to me. I just want people to remember who he is. If you go and look at 2012, 2013 Dragon Gate Ricochet, he was untouchable at the time. When it came to this generation of high flyers, he was the greatest. He's the greatest high flyer ever. I know it sounds weird, but I do include and put him on the same level as Rey Mysterio.
He's
Okay,
not wrong. That party's
not
I got
wrong.
no argument with what he said so far.
No. And I will say this, okay? For as much as I do not like the guy, okay, and we all know I don't like the guy. For him to actually say that he is better, freaking amazing. Hello,
Oh,
Evita.
Evita, I know who you are.
I was about to sing like some Andrew Lloyd Webber, but we don't need that. So
No,
this is
do
not,
it. Do it.
yeah.
Don't cry for me,
Me, Argentina.
Argentina.
Yes. It says, oh, then Osprey commented on rumors that Ricochet's contract will be up in the upcoming months. He stated
Yes.
he wanted Ricochet to know that there were people in AEW who appreciate his work and made it clear he wants to wrestle Ricochet again. Well,
Well,
here's my thing. Okay, first of all, there is with Ricochet, there is no place for Ricochet on that roster.
yeah.
You just
Just
have this
just to be
stupid
sitting in
idiot.
fucking catering. I mean,
Yeah. Playing second fiddle to fucking someone who's nowhere near the talent of this man. And then you're sitting here, he said, like, oh, he loved Pac and he loved freaking Ricochet. I'm like, well, guess what, buddy? You get more fucking screen time than Pac. Okay? And you think, you hold him in this high regard. No, no, you're being selfish. But
and
I will say this, I
all
am
right,
so glad. I am so fucking glad
all
that
right.
he can acknowledge that Ricochet is better. And I've been saying this
Forever and a day.
forever,
We both have said it. You
forever
know,
and a day. That's every time I say it. So now, can people fucking just get off my back about it? Okay,
I don't
I'm right.
see. Here's the
I'm
thing.
right.
Ricochet is the modern Rey Mysterio. There is no fucking
Yes,
question. His
absolutely. Hands.
biggest end quote rival has acknowledged if it wasn't for Ricochet, formerly Prince Puma, that he is the GOAT, and he fucking is.
Yep. Because Prince Puma, that started maybe 2 years. I want to say after, yeah, about 2 years after Dragon Gate when he came back from Japan.
Right?
Ricochet.
And
Hmm.
that's what this, and people miss the point of such a thing as it's called the Dragon style, which is quick match. You
Hmm.
either pin or you lose. This is not something different. This is not something new. This is an adaptation for a Japanese style of wrestling, which, love him or hate him, if you haven't watched this shit, you were completely not in the know of how cool it is. You want him to have 15, 20-minute matches. Why do that when you can give him a championship and he can work everything he's got in a quick match? Like,
Hmm.
that's important.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like with Lucha Underground, his matches were not necessarily quick. They didn't need to be 15-minute matches because he would go in, do his fancy shit, make it quick, make it to the point, and show how strong his style was. Hence, strong style. You know,
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
I got a
I
feeling.
think
I'm very glad that Osprey has finally learned some fucking humility. I just don't. I agree with you. I
um,
don't think Ricochet needs anywhere near AEW. Why should he need AEW? WWE
no,
has given him a nice paycheck, some decent screen time, and introduced him to his fucking wife. Why does he need AEW?
no. And also, Ricochet will probably go down and probably one of I think, most epic moves ever to be performed in WWE.
His his 450 splash off the top rope, like him and Pac alone. Every
Oh,
match
they
they've
don't do
ever
450. They do six. Don't they do, what is it? 680,
720. No, they do like
720,
720.
whatever. I don't know. I don't do math. But
But
yes.
those two in every match they've ever had, even with WWE style of run, have been complete fucking bangers in ways you couldn't even imagine.
Absolutely. 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 And you see, this is where, when you look at Pac, this is where Tony Khan booking does either not make sense, one, or two, it just is horrible.
He Tony Khan needs to get
Which,
his head out of his ass because he's got so much
I will
fucking
say this.
talent.
I will say this. I am going to enjoy the Bang Bang Gang because apparently, rumor has it, is Bullet Club Gold is now it. Can't use that
Yep.
anymore. So they're going back to the Bang Bang Gang. So
Mm-hmm.
I think someone forgot to on Wednesday, gave Jay White the memo because he asked about the gold members from Bakersfield. So,
No,
but
I
but
don't think it was a misstep. I think he's proving a fucking point.
true, true. But I also think that that's going to be a great match because, that's another person that Tony Khan does not book
Like
well or
you,
doesn't
you
understand.
know, look at his run with TNA, his quick run with TNA. Look at what he's doing fucking now. This it boggles my mind. Jay White, the Switchblade, is a
Look at
badass
Jay White and
motherfucker.
ROH when he did his excursion for New Japan. When after he was a young lion, he did excursion. Oh my God,
1000%.
great shit. Great shit
Yeah.
at PWG. Great shit on the Indies. I saw him a few times on the Indies. I saw his last indie show before he went to Japan and became
Yeah.
Switchblade.
He's a beast.
Amazing. Fucking love him. I still do. Still
Yeah.
do. Still do. Still do. But that's one of the matches that I am looking forward to seeing. I am looking forward to seeing I'd like and I'm really pissed that this is a pre-show match, but Deanna versus Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
They're opening. I'm like, come on. Those are probably two of the right now, AEW has some really great women's wrestlers, okay? They do. Right? These ladies are in your top 5, and you're gonna fucking throw them as a pre-show when you've seen already what the girl they've done so far.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, I think as Deanna is working with and getting more comfortable with the environment of AEW, you're only going to see her fucking just explode and just be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It's,
Hold on, I'm gonna get a guess because he's got opinions. I think would be.
Oh, we have a guest.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. We have a guest. Maybe.
He's asking when.
When?
Because I feel like this guy's gonna have an opinion that it's gonna be kind of counter to ours.
Oh yes. Actually, well, we're on the this AEW-ish kind of news-ish and bullshitting. Also want to say that it is rumored that everybody's favorite was it a douchebag? No, he wasn't a douchebag. Whatever. What was his gimmick? Was it scumbag? So everyone's favorite scumbag is going to be returning in Long Island. Forbidden Door. That's the rumor.
Which one?
MJF. Everybody's favorite scumbag. Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
MJF is getting underutilized.
No, it's his injuries. He's still injured. Still healing, brother. It's not that he's underutilized. That man fucking prints money. That
He does.
If you were to ask me, what is a star? What star has AEW made? There's 2. There are actually 3 that I can name. I say MJF, Tony Storm with this whole thing. Wait a minute. How did these balloons come? Okay, hold on. There were balloons now that just floated upwards. If you are just listening to us on podcast, we have these little magical things, but now all of a sudden balloons shot up. I said 1 and then 2 and then maybe 3 and then balloon. I don't know. I got to figure out how the balloons came up. But anyways, Tony Storm with this new gimmick. Right. And I will have to say that the third, it's kind of hard because part of me wants to say that I really do think that they've made, if anybody, they've really made a star out of and it's successful. I'd say pretty successful, but now he's injured. I think that they really made Wheeler Yuta. People can argue with me on that one, but no, seriously, Where was Wheeler Yuta before? And then when you put him with Blackpool Combat Club, that rose his stock sky high. That made him a
And
better wrestler, like I'd say at least 10 times over.
Wheeler's amazing.
Yeah.
So
Sucks that he has concussion injury, but again, that whole company is very prone to accident, injury, and concussion. So,
so
that's how that
here's
is.
what's going on. My guest is not gonna be able to make it tonight, but he
Hmm.
will be making it next week. He is a fan. He is somebody who has relations. Hold on. He has some relations with some very cool old school wrestlers. He's a fan of women's wrestling. Him and I have been working the Nightbird angle that is going on in WWE right now. Very clever dude, very smart, and he knows his stuff. So, considering that point, so next Friday is going to be our next show, by the way.
No.
Not next Friday.
Fuck no. Sorry. Going to see Ricky Starks ain't happening.
Fair
Nope.
enough.
Mm-mm.
So Thursday.
Nope, sorry. It'll have to be either Thursday, or if not, it will have to be on the weekend because.
All right.
Are you high? Wait, hold on. Did you? Whoa. Are you high? Because did we not know that I was gonna go see Ricky Starks very soon?
Not really.
Did we not know the man is gonna see his bare fucking ass very soon?
Did you ever consider the idea that you could phone in and give us a live play-by-play? Did that thought never cross your mind?
No, didn't think about that. But am I?
No. I did.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. Okay.
Look, our fans
first of all,
need to see Peaches.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm waiting for Peaches to float. Okay, up on my screen. Okay.
I'm working on it. But
I know you're working on it. I don't even know how balloons came today. I don't know. All of a sudden, there were colored balloons that were floating in front of my face. I said first off, then second off, and then I said third. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I would have done. How does balloons happen?
I don't know. But
what would a hand gesture be for balloons?
I don't know. Look, and we have Dalton Riley. He is one of my friends. He's the gentleman that has contact with a lot of old school women wrestlers. He has a very interesting opinion that we can talk about.
Yes, we're not doing Friday because
Peaches.
Peaches.
Why not? Mm-hmm. I would love for you to call in and tell us about the Peaches.
Okay. First of all, Willis can testify to this. Man, Willis, I wish you could jump on right now.
Why can't he?
You can you jump on Willis for just a moment?
Willis,
you can tell everybody what happened the last time you and I saw Ricky Starks wrestle.
Like, understand that we are the dive bar of the IWC.
Nobody. No. Okay. All right. Okay. Have you seen? There is a particular clip out there, Digi, that I don't know if you've seen.
All right.
Okay. And actually, I think I'm gonna play it right now. I don't. Can I do that on my end? Or no?
Yes, you
can. Or do I
can.
have to send it to you?
No, you want a screen share?
Possibly, but let me see if I can find it.
Look, Willis, damn it.
You push me. No, you need to hear it from. You need to tell the story, Willis, because you're the one it happened to. So, yeah.
All right. Go ahead. If you share your screen, make sure that we're going to share the audio. Click the button. When it pops up, I'll put it in.
No, 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 no. I'm saying Willis should call in. I've got pulled up.
Right.
I'm just waiting for the ad to play, and then I will
Well,
share.
let's. Willis,
What?
my man, you can give him the same link, Amanda.
Yeah, Willis, would you jump on if I give you the link?
Yeah. Willis, do you want to come on, my man? We're waiting for him to give us a yes or a no.
Maybe you can just do audio if you don't want to jump on a camera. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how this. I don't know. I'm the worst person to ask about technology and this shit, to be honest.
I mean, if he wants to turn off his camera, that's fine. You know, I can.
Oh, can I give you? Did you? I'm gonna send you the link to this. So, because I don't trust myself with this. So, hold on. Let me send you the link.
Dalton, you can also talk about Rock and Robin. Okay, Willis is willing to pop on.
Okay, Willis, how do you want me to share this with you? How do you want it? Sorry.
Just give him the link and I'll put him on.
Should I? Hold on. Should I text message it to him?
You can. Well, and
Okay.
first off, we'll do the guest factor, and then we can do the audio.
Okay, hold on here. Okay, hold on here. I'm trying to get the link. Hold on. I'm horrible at this shit.
Well,
I'm horrible at this shit. Hold on.
Yeah, just give him the normal link and I'll take care of him.
Okay, hold on. All right, I'm gonna go away from now. So, you can entertain everybody because
I mean,
yeah.
See, when it comes to, like I said, content such as AEW, I feel like they have all these indie stars, these wonderful people that can be so much more, and they're just kind of shitting on them by not being cognizant of their talents, So, yeah, Willis, if you don't know, Dalton knows people. Dalton is amazing. You will appreciate him. He's a good dude. So where we're at with all of this, to kind of keep everybody involved, is we're just having a friendly chat. And that's kind of how we like to do it. Willis knows. Dalton is new to the stream. We're content on the basis of independent wrestling. When we talk about AEW, we're talking about the talent that was signed from the independents but are being misused. When we talk about WWE, we always kind of bring it back to where independent is. And that's what's important to us. Because we want to see our favorites, our indies, our major amazing people. We want to see them, be better than they are. We want to see them getting their just desserts. You've met Mickie James in person. She is a class act 1000%. Like, you want to talk about a lady who is the lady. We know the place where she got her big start. We've had people from that promotion, which is cool. We've had just amazing people. We've had independent